Why is my ponytail so high? Let's just that's a look, right? I don't have time to fix it. We're going to roll with that. So today we are doing a bonus video for week 14 that actually doesn't have anything to do with the content we've been talking about this week, but I want to get it out because it is a fan soap, as in I am a fan of the person who I made the soap for, and I want to show you all the things and the soap. I'm getting ahead of myself. I have to send you the intro and do all the things, so I will tell you more about the fan soap that I am making in just a minute. Before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. Seriously, it's really high. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you're here for a bonus video of week 14 of year 3. And as I said, today we are doing a fan soap because I'm a fan of a lot of people. And this particular person I've talked about before when I got her merch in. Yeah, I did that, but I never actually made her a soap. So today we are making a fan soap for Tiny Valkyrie. It's spelled Valkyr because Valkyrie is a whole person. It's a whole thing. But yes, I got the opportunity to make this soap because Tiny had, dropped an order on the website thing, over at soapandclay.com for a whole loaf of soaps, which I sell, but it's usually like a 2 to 3 week wait time for me to ship it because I make them fresh and then they cure and then I ship all the things. But because of that, I was able to make fan soap for her to ship along with her package. So it was perfect. And that's what I'm going to show you today. The video is actually pretty short because I lost some footage, but that's okay. I'll talk you through it. And I sort of mime how I did the thing in the part that I missed. But anyway, let's get to the video and I can show you the soap that I made for one of my favorite humans on the planet, Miss Tiny Valkyrie. Hey guys, we are making a soap for Tiny Valkyrie today. She is a Twitch streamer, tiny streamer with a big personality. And she is one of my favorite people on the planet, as I said. And I understand that I say that a lot, but it's true of a lot of people. I have become in my life, although I've always been a very social person and just have always been the type of person that can make a friend anywhere I go, I have become, as I get older, the type of person who really only keeps friends and continues to associate with the people that I really, really like. There is no in between for me anymore. And so that's sort of why every person I talk about is someone that I love and is one of my favorite people on the planet. But yes, Tiny Valkyrie, one of my favorite people on the planet. And we are making her soap, my fan soap for her, using her branding, really. And one of the brands, the part of her branding is these really cool exclamation points, right? It was on her first merch drop on her hoodies that I just showed you. And she has emotes in her chat that are the exclamations, and it's awesome. And so I thought it would be cool to put the exclamation points into a soap that is going to be colored purple and black. And I'm actually using the black is the activated charcoal and the purple is Harold's Purple Crayon because that's a book and Tiny loves books. It's one of the reasons why I love her so much. Also, she has 2 kiddos, or I don't know, maybe she has more. I feel like she has 2 for sure. But anyway, she has tiny humans, as she calls them. I call them the kidlets. And she is I seem to think she's closer in age to me than some of the other Twitch streamers that I follow. And that is like no shade or whatever. Just some people are kind of young on Twitch, and I mostly avoid them. But it's always nice when you can have someone closer to your age, so you feel represented in the Twitch world, because we like gaming too. Anyway, Tiny is a VTuber, and that means that she has, when people stream, like you see my face at the beginning of these videos or in a live or whatever, she's playing a video game using essentially an avatar, right? In place of like her actual face and whatnot. And a lot of YouTubers do this for a lot of reasons, and it's very cool because the technology behind it is actually pretty fun. There's a lot of software programs that go into it, but also, just essentially you still have a camera pointed at your face, but because of the different programs that you're using, you can have this camera and therefore your avatar track your movements. So your mouth movements, your hand movements, your expressions on your face, all of the things, which is actually pretty complicated and really fun. And so I always get kind of bummed whenever I see something like a VTuber, for example, rolls out a new like little thing, like, look what I did, I changed my avatar here, or look, I have more motion tracking here, and it doesn't get the reception that it really deserves because a lot of work went into it, a lot of thought into making this avatar move with the streamer. It's wild. And it kind of goes back to what we were saying yesterday about how, artistry is never going to be completely validated, and nobody's ever really going to understand all that went into whatever it is that you did unless they are the type of person who likes to look things up. And I am the type of person that likes to look things up because that's who I am. And yeah, a lot goes into it. But yes, she's a VTuber and she's awesome. And so I wanted to make her some soap. So the exclamation points I actually cut out of a 100% coconut oil soap, and did that. It's nothing fancy with that. I just chopped them in an exclamation point pattern. That's it. And then I'm splitting the batch of soap into 2 equal parts, one to be purple, one to be black, and then I pour it. But we only get a little bit of that pour. So yeah, my camera stopped filming. It died. I didn't realize it until this point when it was time to actually turn the camera off. And so what you missed was me making a mess, but also what you missed was how I did this. So I did like 3 layers of just pouring at the exact same time on either side of the mold, pouring, black on one side and purple on the other. And then after a while, I would alternate and do it the other way. And once I filled the mold about halfway full, I put the exclamation points in, so the squares all the way down to the bottom, and the points on the top of them, and just hoped that they were in some kind of way inside. Essentially, I was flying blind with this entire pour. There wasn't a lot of, precision, really. And I used too much soap batter for this because we had the embeds inside of it, and so I still wanted to get it all in the mold, which I didn't end up doing exactly, but there's a lot of overflow with all of this, and also an opportunity to skewer the top in some kind of pretty way and make that purple and that black, come together. And I'm really hoping that this purple does better with C-Pop than what it's looking like right now, because she uses a really big, bright, beautiful purple color, and you know how I am with purple. I do not do well with it. But yes, this will be C-Popped and gelled because I really want that purple to work. And let's go to the cut and see if I managed it. Also, that's rubbing alcohol that I just sprayed on the top for soda ash. Okay, and onto the cut of this, and it was C-Popped, it was gelled, but that purple did not do what I wanted it to. It was not dark enough. And that's unfortunately just something that I deal with all the time in my purples because I am stingy with my micas and, whatever. But that's okay. She loved it anyway. She already has this soap. As I said, she had placed an order on the website that was a custom order, essentially. It was a soap that I had to make, a big batch that I had to make and let cure before I could ship it. And so I thought that I could make this at the same time. And look at that. Isn't that cute? Those exclamation points actually lined up. the little changing of the black and purple and sort of meeting in the middle didn't quite work out as well as I had hoped, but it's still an interesting bar of soap. It's very fun. I also scented this with the blend that I use for my Am I Bright soap, so it smells like candy, essentially, because Tiny loves candy. Bring her candy. That's the thing. Anyway, there's not enough time in this video to talk about how much I love Tiny, which really sucks, but she is an amazing human. I relate to her so much. I think that if we lived next to each other, we'd be BFFs forever. She does have an amazing community on the Twitch streams, and I, moderate for her channel, so I'm there. So you can come say hi to me as well. But yeah, come check it out. Come be part of the cool vibes. Because she has created some very cool vibes on this quest to be a full-time streamer in order to support her tiny humans, which I find to be super amazing, and I wish her all of the luck and support. Aren't those soaps just the cutest thing ever? I love them, and I had so much fun making them because the big bold exclamation point is totally a part of, Tiny's stream and chat and branding, and the black and purple also a fun part of it. And then just sort of alternating the colors of the pour from the black to purple every once in a while led to a super interesting bar where I was able to sort of combine all of the parts of her branding into a soap. That was very fun. And for the scent, I don't know if I talked about it in the video because I didn't have a lot of time to do so, but I made it smell like candy. So realistically, it's like my Am I Bright. It's very similar to the Am I Bright soap that's been in my line forever at this point. And I did that because she has a sound alert on her Twitch that says candy. I want candy, bring me candy, which is funny. But realistically, this soap does sort of tie into what we've been talking about this week, I guess yesterday in particular, in that it's fun to make specific soaps for a reason. And that reason can be, I just like this human and I want to make them some art, and here's my soap art. And so that's what I did for Tiny, and I love her. If you guys are at all interested in just having some really cool background noise in your day while you work and whatnot, definitely check out Tiny's stream. She does a lot of pew-pews, so shooter games, but also you can join us for like words on stream and all the jazz, and I'm there, and so you can say hi to me. Not really a benefit, but just putting that out there. So there's that. But yes, Tiny, hope you like your soaps. I know you like your soaps because you already told me that you did. But thank you for being you, because I like you a lot. You're one of my favorite people on the planet. I am so happy that we met, that we are friends, and I cherish our friendship oh so very much. Much like the Sudsers, who I also cherish oh so very much, and they are completely and totally cool with me making pet project pieces for the videos and whatnot, because I just want to give one of my friends, one of the people that I appreciate, one of the people I'm a fan of, all of the love. So Sudsers, thank you for doing all of those things and for being all those things to me. I'm out of here. I am in the thick of editing a whole bunch of videos for Project Soapway, which the coconut-free winners are coming out tomorrow. We're starting that Project Soapway drop. And there's a lot because I picked 5 winners for that one. So I'm going to go. But thank you for being here. I hope you guys are all having an awesome Sunday. I will see you tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.